this is not a new thing for Finnegan Wakefield. He's got an opponent that is perhaps a fair matchup for him, Sibo. I don't think if you had to pick a favorite and an underdog in this one, I think it's very split. I think if you ask the bookmakers, they might even put it a very even line.
I gotta go with Sibo this time. I think that knowing that he was given the spot by most honorable chairman, he's got the real opportunity to prove his worth. Finnegan is good, but Sibo's got the heart of a lion. Plus,
he's got the hat on his trunks as well.
Oh yes, and he's got the ladies backing him up. And everyone
ladies do
knows
love
that the
Sibo.
ladies are the best motivation when you're fighting. I mean, that's the reason why I won World Free Fighting Championship 72.
It was because of the ladies?
Of course. I mean, winner got their own choice of the harem of the great and honorable Lord Fukuwaga.
Lord Fukuwaga. I didn't know
one of the
harem was a
greatest
pride.
Japanese lords of all time. I mean, he was one of the most famous kabuki actors in the world. And quite frankly, considered a living idol in Japan. May he rest in peace.
He was, of course, a great kabuki person, and of course, here we start things off with the guard. And of course, this is going to benefit Finnegan Wakefield. This is his domain, taking it to the ground 2 minutes in. Of course, 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round in all fights in KUMITE. The marathon followed by the sprint, and of course, that is very different from what you might see in America, where it's individual rounds of the same amount of time. It's a tougher fight in 10 minutes.
It's the coward's way of fighting. You need that long haul, because then once everyone gets tired, it's who has that inner extra drive to go for the sprint and really take it home. That's why I love the rules of KUMITE. It's a strong, long start.
Yes, and long and strong. I think the lady fans of Sibo. Interesting thing, I think both these fighters very much they're strapping young men. They've got their choice of female fans. I think in Asia, Sibo and Love Hemorrhage are just tearing up the charts. They really are, especially. And I think the KUMITE successor, I guess lack thereof, has not deterred Sibo. He's still got his female fans as long as his face still remains pretty.
He's got that baby face, but the moment that baby face look starts to fade, I worry about him. And then he won't have any motivation to fight. So right now is the prime peak of his fighting. But Finnegan Wakefield, I mean, handsome young fella as well. He's probably...
Apparently ladies love it when you read them some poetry.
Yes, apparently, even if you can't actually afford to buy the paper that the poetry is written on.
Well, I think that's, he's one of those who likes to suffer for his art, and it's kind of a bit of a racket. I think he's bounced from hostile to hostile in a nice. Well, that is how you in fact stuff a takedown, not just stuffing it with a sprawl, but with a nice uppercut to the face. And
it looks like the fists are gonna be a flying and the kicks are gonna be a kicking.
Well, again, you gotta remember that Love Hemorrhage, of course, they do a lot of stage shows with a lot of choreographed dancing. And I mean, it's a more violent version of dancing. Oh, a spinning back fist. Well, I think a lot of spins have been in the recent choreography based on how Sibo is fighting.
Nice catch on the leg and then the hook. Beautiful.
He's really trying to put on a show, it looks like. I think he's feeding off those faint screams of Korean girl fans who, of course, are in fact present, but their screams and their screams of joy are so high-pitched, you may not hear it.
Too fancy. He's going for that spinning back fist, and it made him pay this time. He's got to work on countering those grapples, because he knows he's not going to be as well on the ground. But
Kyle, I think one of the interesting things I heard
he's got the mount. That's not
amazing. Good. And Finnegan Wakefield has given up the back, and with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first round, this is so close.
Back to half guard. Nice move by Finnegan. I mean, at this point, it's probably best if you're Sibo to just stand it up and get back to hitting. Because that's where he was having the best with his counter fighting. Very nice counter fighting.
It was, I think, and I think well, it doesn't stop his female fans. I actually just removed one of the earpieces from the headsets, and I realized that I could not, in fact, hear any of the Korean female fans who are surrounding the ring, screaming for Sibo, for autographs, for photos, for a night of hot, sweet loving. And of course, I realize that's because their screams are so high pitched. It's like a dog's whistle where you can't hear it.
Oh yes, but you know Sibo's got those implants in his ears so he can hear them because he's got to hit those high notes as well when he's singing.
Feed off of it. Absolutely, and I think he's backing off a little bit. I think a little bit of showboating from Sibo. I think, you know, it's important to impress the fans, especially your own fans. But first and foremost, you have to win.
Yes, indeed.
You can't sacrifice a result for just pleasing the crowd. I think, you know, there's some fighters that
you've got
to giving anything for a win.
You've got to end it. You've got to make it go to a decision and take that decision, or you've got to end it all. If you aren't ending it all, then quite frankly, you aren't going to be invited back. I mean, Sibo was given a most glorious supplemental invitation. He wants to prove that he deserved it.
No doubt, and we are going to a second round, and there we see some of the highlights. That uppercut, I think that might be the best. That's actually a very aggressive and a very effective way to stuff the takedowns of Finnegan Wakefield, but can he do it for an entire 5-minute round? You know Wakefield's going to want to go for that.
Oh, he's going to want to get down back to the ground, and Sibo's got a counter fight, but look at that beautiful back fist counter with the straight right hand. Just taking him down,
And now we see one of the Naga bots, of course, indicating that round 2 is about to begin. The cornermen and bandmates and, of course, crew members, guitar techs, and such in the corner of Sibo.
He's got the entire entourage there. There will Superman punch lands
really going for the
row.
flashy. Really going for the flashy, isn't Sibo? And I think at this point you just got to fight a smarter thing. Oh, he leaves himself wide open with that spinning back fist and eats a right hand by Wakefield.
He's got to be fighting more like a counter fighter. He can't keep going for the flashy stuff. The counter is what worked. The flashiness just ain't gonna work no more. I don't think so. No, I don't.
This is really a problem. And he catches the leg. Oh, and drops him.
Nice
Wakefield,
kick,
that's
but
very smart.
Yeah, let him back up.
To get back up. Over Wakefield. Nice. Going to the body at the end of those rock-hard abs.
These men have been going non-stop for the entire time. There has been no lull. There has been no...
Oh
my goodness gracious!
He's playing into Sibo. He's covering up. Can he get around that guard?
Oh!
Oh, and Finnegan Wakefield.
Oh, no, knee! Beautiful knee. That's knee to the top of the head. Oh!
Incredibly illegal here in Japan. Disgusting, sickening, skull-crushing, but legal and encouraged.
Gracious, I cannot believe that he has survived.
How's he standing?
Oh!
Into a face zone. Stop to the face by Sibo. At least 2.
Do it.
He's going for it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Back and
2:20 to go.
Back and forth. I don't know who's going to do it. No, I don't. Matt, this is insanity.
Pure with 2 minutes to go in the fight. Have you ever seen a display like this? Oh, and he's out!
He's out cold.
Oh, the mounted punches! Sibo is out!
What a beautiful finish to a spectacular fight.
Oh my goodness, well, between 2 swollen shut eyes, Finnegan Wakefield has done it yet again. He has made it to the quarterfinals for a 3rd year in a row.
But don't count out Sibo. What an amazing fight. What heart and what dedication. And he still got that pretty boy face. Did not take much damage there. He just got knocked out cold, but fought honorably for Lord Chairman Kaga.
Naga, you might want to get that right.
Naga, please.
We do have armed guards at every corner. I mean, we don't want them to turn the weapons onto us.
Forgive me, sir.
Right, most glorious Mr. Naga. May he be properly spelled for 10,000 years.
Yes, indeed.
And I think that's enough praise. I believe I just got word in my ear. He is, in fact, pleased again.